see the skins that everyone has.
Oh dear. Please
yeah,
load.
right now Sen is not connected. Hopefully that's something that will change here in just a little while. But yeah, just to give you a quick rundown once again, for SK we have Alistar, Ashe, Malz, Nunu and Rumble. And of course, over on the Tic-Tacs team is Jarvan, Warwick, Misfortune, Sona and Twisted Fate. As Sen does connect, that's always a great thing to see. Yes. So Deman, let's throw down the gauntlet. We're going to do this before every game from now on. Well, who's your winner?
SK.
Scoreline?
On this one. Scoreline? What? Whether it's going to be 2-0 or
2-0, 2-1.
It really depends on the picks each game. I've got to
be
honest.
That's not what we said.
You can't jump on that. And then I mean, they could make a complete hash of the picks, and it could go completely Pete Tong for them. But from this build, this lineup, I think SK are definitely going to take it. The picks. I don't know. We'll see. I mean, Tic-Tacs took a similar-ish build. And I was just looking for teleports, actually. It's actually Althor as Malzar's got a teleport for mid, but Jarvan's got a teleport. So I wonder if he's going to be going top. Be a little bit weird. You normally have the AP in mid. Let's see how they are going to line up as I purchase a Doran's ring. And go in Viz. Yes! It worked. Nobody crashed. Nobody dropped. Good luck, have fun.
Game sounds on as well.
That'd be handy. So, as you can see, they're going to line up. And who are you going with?
I guess I'm forced to go with Tic-Tacs now, aren't I?
Well, you don't have to. We could both be back in the same
No, to be honest, I really...
Mid.
I kind of fancy SK for a full win here, if I'm honest, in terms of the whole qualifier. If you're just joining us and you missed what we said a little bit earlier on in terms of who goes through and what's going to happen, the top 3 will qualify for the Season 1 Grand Finals, which of course will be held at Dreamhack. And this is some very early aggression actually from SK. And I don't think they're actually going to be getting into any kind of fight here. Tic-Tac's just hanging by that first turret in the middle. Yeah, and SK are just going to back out of there. Actually, we saw in SK's last game, which was on last Monday. Was it last Monday?
A week Monday.
Yeah, a week on Monday ago. Where they early on were, kind of aggressive in terms of stealing that blue buff early on from their opposition. But it doesn't look like we're going to be seeing much of that. And they're actually setting up now on the top side of River. I guess they're just going to defend their own.
Yeah, I mean, they're a far stronger level 1 team. Obviously, Alistar is a massive advantage in there. Nunu's quite strong as well. And obviously, Rumble's a very strong early-level hero. You're going to have the big silence bar from Althor, which I've seen him already use, so I know he's picked it. And Ashe has obviously got the insta-crit at the start, the 100% crit, and then the spray. But they've backed out. They went in early to try and get a stun, and it's actually caused Tic-Tacs. Yeah, they put the ward down. If you can see it over at the Tic-Tacs blue, there's a ward in the jungle there that SK put down, so they're going to catch a glimpse as soon as they go in there. I'm not too sure if they realise, and you're seeing Jarvan is teleporting up to top, so he's teleported up there. So Rumble versus Jarvan. I don't think anyone's really going to be around to try and cause any issues for Warwick, but it's definitely caused Tic-Tacs to stay out of lane for quite a while there. So Misfortune and Sona both having to cover Warwick for a lot longer than they normally would do. But in the meantime, Wicked's taken ages to get down the bottom there with Ashe. And Alistar is going to join her down the bottom, so we're going to see where they're roaming. Already counter jungling, we can see the great bit about this. We can see everything now, so we can see where Nunu's going. We can see his path. Yeah, the fact that we can see his path. So he's already gone in and stole the major wraith in there. So the large wraith at the top looks like Jarvan and Rumble are going to start jostling it out. And as expected, TF versus Malz mid. Althor's been very aggressive in previous games, so it'll be interesting to see how he's going to work out with that. He's been a strong AP champion. And Ashe has actually already taken some damage down the bottom, so lots of last hitting going to happen. Immediately Warwick comes around and goes, hang on a minute, my jungle's been stolen. You can see up the top, Nunu's actually taken the top golems as well. So he's already, from level 2, counter-jungling Warwick. And he's
I mean, this is great from SK, and we're going to actually see them put some pressure on Jarvan. And Nunu just down below that half HP. Of course, they're not going to take out Jarvan here, but, just putting that pressure on, zoning him out from that experience.
He's dropped. Mid. He's got to have dropped. He's just stood there. Yeah, that's got to be a disconnect.
Yeah.
That had to have been a disconnect first blood there. That's a bit nasty, really, isn't it? I mean, he was just stood there. He was quite clear that I think he's dropped. But that's going to be first blood. Top, though, meanwhile, it's going to be Jarvan going down, and Warwick had come in there to try and support him. Nunu had got quite low. He's going to come around the side there. Whether he's going to try and cut him off. Meanwhile, down the bottom, Alistar's trying to get onto Sona there. I'd be interested to see who they go for there. So first blood is gone to SK, and the second kill as well. So Jarvan down. So 2 first kills. It would have been first blood on Jarvan, regardless of whether Twisted Fate had dropped. I don't know. See, Twisted Fate's back, and he didn't disconnect or anything. So it was a little strange. I don't know what really was going on there with Freddy. He just kind of stood there and took it.
Maybe lagged out, I'm not sure. Actually, Freddy was the player that we were waiting for a little bit earlier on to get his patch, all sorted and really get ready for the game. So, not sure if you hear, his internet connection is slightly dodgy, to say the least. But, we'll see about that. Right
down
now,
the bottom.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, we have Nunu coming in. Yeah, they've spotted him coming in there. And we will see Sona and Misfortune just move away. Sleazy just going in for the cheeky move onto Havoc, who of course was not in any danger anyway. It's so nice to be able to see the whole map, Demon.
It is. We're not going to miss the action, I hope, this time. So Nunu coming in down the bottom there for Freddy, and Malz actually backed away, so he's going towards... Did they put a ward? Yes, they did. They put a ward down on Warwick, so you can see him on the red. Malz going to come around the side there. He hasn't hit 6 yet, though, so he can't get the suppress on him, so I think he's just going to dot him up, push him away. He actually got red as well just before they got there, so they're a little bit too slow on that one, so that ward's not really made its... money up, so Sen's just going to port away. He's not going to bother with golems, so I don't think he realises they're up. And again, Nunu completely counter jungling, stealing the Wraith. He may even steal them all. I think he's just going to leave one there. Yeah, he's going to go up and steal the golems now as well. So Rumble pushing on Jarvan at the top there. Have a quick look at the creep score. A lot of people have been asking actually what is CS. It is creep score. In case anyone was unaware, minion kills, whatever you'd like to call it. And as expected, Alistar's not taking anything off Ashe, and that's exactly the same with Sona and Misfortune down the bottom. You just need to feed your attack damage heroes up as much as possible to try and get them to carry late game, really take those turrets down. Nunu's getting a little bit of pressure on in there from Jarvan, a bit of a Dragon Strike, catching both Rumble and Jarvan. But back to the creep score, like I was trying to cover. 39, 32, 30 for Ashe, 40 for Ashe. Yeah, I mean, Misfortune Ashe, pretty much bang on identical. Mid, Malzhar's going to have that advantage because Twisted Fate had died early on. And really, it's going to be a case of whether that first early kill, when Malzhar going up river now, we can see he's got 6, so he's going to have suppress. He's going for Jarvan, surely. Jarvan is full health, though, so I'm not too sure whether he's going to really be able to do a fat lot about it. He's going to come around the side, get a silence bar down, you'd have thought. Is he? Yes, he will. He's not going to go for the ulti, though, so kind of a waste from Althor there. He's going to miss out on that experience that's in lane. Didn't really get anything from it, Joe.
No, not particularly, and it's a nice idea from Malzahar, but at the end of the day, I mean, Jarvan full HP, they were playing it very, very cautiously, and it just not going so well for me. Yeah, we have going to have a meeting here between jungle and in the jungle between Nunu and Warwick. Actually, Twisted Fate is already coming around. We will see Nunu get himself out of there, not really having too many problems. We saw actually Misfortune and Sona just starting to work their way up towards that area, but in the end, nothing really going on about that. And we can even see wards from both teams. That is just beautiful. Oh, can we? Yeah,
yes,
we can. That's great as well. Heart Riot. Thank you very much. Yeah, but bottom lane, I mean, very even so far, it has to be said. And Wickd just losing his lane partner for a little while there. In fact, we're seeing all 3 of them move towards the blue buff right now. It's Farfain, Althor, and Sleazy. They're going to try and steal this away from Tic-Tacs. We'll see if Warwick comes around here. In fact, Sen is starting to move in there. Misfortune's actually backed away. Warwick just kind of on the outskirts, and he will drop a ward in there, so he's going to know that they're in stealing that blue buff. The question is, will SK be able to take it, or are Tic-Tacs going to come in there and cause some problems from there? Goes blue buff, and it is taken away by Malzahar. And that's a nice little steal. We're seeing Jarvan just move into a position here, maybe to meet Rumble. This could see some action. Obviously, the health definitely in favor of Jarvan at this stage. We're going to see the ulti from Twisted Fate. It's a little bit too slow. There goes the stun card out, and Ocelot is going to go down to Coralius on Jarvan. And that's a nice third kill, actually, coming back for Tic-Tacs. And they've got free reign on this tower now.
Yeah, Nunu's going to come around to try and cover it off. We can see that. So he's going to have to cover it, and Althor's getting a bit of damage because obviously Twisted Fate's got ported up to top, so he's going to put pressure onto that mid turret. Warwick's not really going to be able to do a fat lot about it. He's took it down to half health already, so he's doing a lot of damage. In fact, a lot more than Tic-Tacs have done on the top turret, and he may even get it down. He's continuing just to stay on it. He's not worried at all. It is only a level 4 Warwick versus a level 7 Malz, so obviously he's a lot stronger, and he's just going to continue pushing on it. Tic-Tacs are going to have to get and cover this. There we go. Jarvan ports in, trying to support it, but that turret is already down to 324 health, so that was... It worked with the kill, but it backfired badly because he's just stripped nearly 2k health off that. Alistar down the bottom, trying to put a little bit of pressure onto Yellow Pete down the bottom. He's going to be Misfortune. Pops the ulti, tries to force them back, and I guess he wants to go and buy. He hasn't been abort yet, so yeah, he's going to go teleport away. Sona's going to come back and support. And Rumble has... let's have a look at CS between Jarvan and Rumble. Jarvan did get killed early on, so I expect Rumble to be higher. Not a lot, though. One minion in it, yeah. So, although Rumble did just get killed, but he's going to come up at the top there. But Jarvan's done quite well at the top, I think. He is a pretty good solo hero. In fact, they're both pretty good solo heroes, to be fair. They're both tanky bruisers, as it were. That's what they're known as. But we're seeing Althor porting back, so I'm going to see what he's going to buy. No, he's not. He's just faking it. And Twisted Fate's return to mid. But yeah, 307 hit points on that mid turret. We're seeing Rumble, Nunu, and Alistar, and Ashe all moving towards the mid turret here. I think they're going to go for Dragon, actually, the way they're setting up. I would assume so. There's no wards down from Tic-Tacs, but Tic-Tacs, you can see Sona and Ashe. Sona and Misfortune both moving up there. Yeah, the pings are going out. They have gone for Dragon now. Are we going to get anyone to come in? No, I think Tic-Tacs are going to let them have it. They've backed away. They're not going to be able to take it. They do get take Dragon. Jarvan's going to get a bit of damage on towards top turret, but surely they're just going to follow it straight through. Well, the Ashe arrow going to go up towards Jarvan, I guess. No, it's going to miss by a long way. Yeah. Althor has ported up there as well. Wow, and really ported. We walked. He did port. He has got teleport. Yes. So I thought they may well continue on and get that hit tower, that mid tower. There's only 300 hit points on it, so it's really only going to take a couple of hits. Malz are continuing to pressure on Jarvan though. Just put the dots down, and I think we're all returning back to normal lanes.
Yeah, they're just settling in there once again. We have had a bit of a switch with Ocelot on Rumble, of course, moving in towards this middle to face off against Freddy, who of course did have Twisted Fate. And down the bottom we see... This could be very interesting, especially since we've seen the portal back. Oh, Nunu's gone back there, and I think Yellow Pete's going to play this one safe, move his way out of that. Obviously, Wickd there and Ashe just trying to slow him, maybe allow the space and time for Nunu to get in there, but of course Nunu has gone back. Does have an Oracle as well, so he's done a decent job of actually clearing out those wards that were in the South River. And are we going to see some pressure put onto Yellow Pete? Yes, we are, by the looks of things. They can't quite get in range to force a kill, but... Still, nice bit of pressure put on. Malz moving his way back in towards that middle lane, as his tower, which of course is a lot healthier than Tic-Tac's first middle tower, which, yeah, as you mentioned before, 300 hit points. Not really a lot, in all fairness.
Yeah, so both the AD carriers now got BF. Oh, surely that's going to be got to be Misfortune down. I don't know what she was doing walking in there, but Warwick has going to come around. He's going to get the backside. Oh no, Ashe has flashed away. She uses some of the spell, but so she's going to get away with it on 183 hit points. So I think that whether she was expecting Warwick to ulti in a little bit earlier than he did. But yeah, Misfortune kind of got taken down very quickly there. Ashe arrow had just come back up as well. Obviously, he'd used it earlier on to try and trap Jarvan up top there, but the Twisted Fate's got a little bit of free reign in mid at the moment. Malzahar's back in town. Ashe's obviously back in town as well. So Ashe has just been aboard a pickaxe, got a BF sword already. Malzahar has got himself a blasting wand, got that catalyst already complete. And Nunu just got that oracles on, so he's clearing the wards out at the moment. Sona's just warded up the bottom as well, so they're trying to get a good vision on it. Misfortune, what did she buy since she was sent back packing? She's completed the Berserker Greaves. Meanwhile, at the top, you see Jarvan having a little poke on Rumble. Not really going to be able to do anything. I mean, these two guys, they can beat each other all day. They're not going to get too much damage done. Look at that, Jarvan trying to protect that ward that he's put down there. Trying to keep Nunu back and forward, back and forward. Rumble's surely going to come round and they're going to get 2-on-1. Yeah, he's going to have to back away, and that's another ward gone. But Twisted Fate has to protect this mid turret. 128 hit points now on that mid turret. So mid's going to go down very soon by SK. We've got 3 stacked up down the bottom. So Althor's come down here on Malzahar as well, obviously with Ashe and Alistar that are already in lane. Alistar's actually surprised me. He stayed in lane pretty much all the way through. So he's not done the roaming that some of the American teams we see do. Instead, he's preferred to stay there, and they're going to try and stack up on this tower, I feel. Rumble making a move down river as well, so Twisted Fate's going to come down in support. Twisted Fate's surely going to come around the back side of them, though. I think it's going to be a ballsy move if he does, though, because he's going to be exposed.